Adria first to recite coastline law for me, please. Go ahead. Use the whole equation, yes. Okay. All right. That's all right. Repairing bruises. My bruises are the best. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Owen, go ahead. Okay, there will be some people in this class, okay? Since a lot of us show favoritism, let's call them Matt. They'll have a super duper calculator, okay, that you'll just be able to punch all these numbers in right away and do it if you can do that. If you cannot, this is what I would do. I would do this on my own calculator. So 111, then I type in quotes, times -2, times 10, times 11, equals, then plus 10 squared equals, then plus 11 squared equals, and I do square root. That's what I have to do on my own calculator right there. Okay, so if you got a calculator for me that you don't know how to work, that's how you would have to do it like that. Okay. Did anyone get an answer for that? Austin. 16.
No.
Whoa, we got 7. 17.32. Please, I don't want the attacking mentality here. I know you guys once in a while suddenly it's like kill. Okay, so just make sure you get that 17.32. If you did not, this is probably what happened. Okay? This post 111 is a negative number, which means you're actually negative, right? So that might be what happened there, okay? So for that, I think I forgot the 2 actually. Okay. All right, good. Okay, let's move on to the other part of today's lesson, which is called the ambiguous case. Okay, so I want us to draw a triangle with side A is 9, side C is 15, and angle A is 25 degrees. Okay, I'm going to do it for you right now. So I'm going to call this angle down here A. I'm going to call that C, and I'm going to call that B. So A is going to be 9. C is going to be 15. And A is going to be 25 degrees. Try and draw it a little better. Okay, so there's my triangle. So far, so good. Okay, is there any complaints with that triangle? Okay, Carissa, please stop. Carissa, please. Okay. Is there any complaints with that triangle? Okay, I have a major complaint. Okay, because that's not the only triangle that can be drawn. Okay. What I could potentially do, and what I'm going to do, is I could also draw this as an obtuse triangle with point C being down there. Okay. So you see what I did there? So it'd be possible to either draw, again, the acute triangle that looks like this, or the obtuse triangle that looks inwards like this. Okay. If you need me to draw it separately, you want me to draw it below? Set. Okay. So the other thing I could have done is that's still 25 degrees. That's still 15, but instead of going outwards, we're going inwards like this, and that's 9. Okay. So you see what we're doing there? Okay. If you want your notes to make sense here, the way this is going to go is this is going to be angle theta, and this is going to be angle 180 minus theta. only has to be the opposite side. I'm going to show you the rule here. Okay. Now, the reason we're using 180 minus, if you think back to maybe Tuesday when we were talking about the unit circle, remember our rules were for sine it was 180 minus, for cos it was 360 minus. Can I have your phone, please? For sine it's 180 minus, for cos it's 360 minus, and for tan it's 180 plus. It's amazing how quickly you can change this game into a calculator. It's not amazing. Okay, you do that. Okay. But because our rule from that's what's going to be, and we'll show you how that works. Okay. So this is called the ambiguous case because you're not given enough information whether to say if it's acute or obtuse. We'll solve this up right now. So we're going to say if the triangle is ambiguous, Okay, you do not need to memorize that. I'll give that you enough to memorize in this unit. I will give you that equation. Okay, but you should check that to make sure that you try this. Okay, so we're going to work ambiguous case examples for the rest of the day and let you get it. Yes?
So why did you do that? Why are you allowed to?
Well, okay, I'm going to try. Good question. Okay, I'm going to use, I don't want to show you this. Well, I also need your desk back. I don't want to look at that like you. More than anyone else. More than anyone else, not that I like anyone else. Okay, so let's pretend this is my fixed side here, okay, like this. What I'm saying is, actually, I gotta volunteer. Don't do this.
No, he's only doing this because he doesn't wants to show people that.
One of the sides, well, that right there is sort of like that. Okay, so what I'm saying is here, if I have, yeah, that's fine, right like that, okay. So if you look at the shadow, it's going to be right at this point, okay, for that. The point is then, I can draw. Okay, that's good there. We'll use there, okay. So let's say we use this point, I'll look at it like this, thank you. And I go back here like this. What I'm saying is that line is fixed, like the angle between them is fixed, and that length is fixed. What I'm saying is it's possible that I can draw two triangles based on the given information, that's what I'm saying. So let's say I say there's a triangle of, what is it, 60 centimeters, okay? So along that. So 70 centimeters. The one triangle looks like this, and the other triangle is going to look like this. Okay, right? They're still both triangles, right? But based on, you know, the length of this side to the distance, you know that angle's fixed, you know that side's fixed, right? But you don't know if it's going to be, right, the two possible triangles. That sort of makes sense for agreeing with that? Does that help? Right? So there's two possibles here.
You mean C times.
Right, yes. Okay. I hope you get rid of that blue line here. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay? So here we go. Once you do two of these, you'll have no problem with life here. So here we go. Example 1. What was that one? 3?
Oh, it's over there, up there.
All right, example 3 here. This is going to say, we're going to solve this actually. We're going to say if side C is 15, A equals 9, and angle A equals 25 degrees, solve the triangle. Now, note the wording of this question. Nowhere in this question does it say this is an ambiguous case question, solve both triangles. Nowhere does it say check to make sure that there are two triangles in here. This will be how the question is worded on your test, just like that. Okay, I might be kind, I might do triangles and put like a bracket like for S, saying there might be potentially two, but that's it. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check to make sure that check for two triangles. So I'm going to check it C sine A less than A is less than C. All right. Now I know this is difficult. It's a little bit weird. Okay, but Hannah, I'd like you to be brave, and I'd like you to sub in what you can for this. What's C gonna be? Yeah. Angle A is gonna be? And then A is gonna be 9, and C is 15. Can you be brave, please? Type in your calculator 15 times sine 25. Tell me what we got. 2.3. Good for me. Now, is 2.3 less than 9? And is 9 less than 15? Yes, it is. Two triangles, that's all we're saying.
Yeah, 6.33.
What happens? Like, I'll let you guys once, and all of a sudden you guys are attacked with two triangles. Does your coach do that? He just yells at you guys on the bus the whole way to the game, and then you guys are fired up? Okay, so here we go. So let's do it for two triangles. I'm going to start with the acute triangle. Max, can you get me your phone, please? Because you need to know this. You really need to know this. For the acute triangle, I'll start with this one in green here, okay? So I'm going to draw this sort of like this. So there's 25 degrees, there is 9, and there's 15. Okay, so, yeah, right?
So if you're like 20
Yeah.
plus or minus
No, no, one triangle right on. Yeah. Yeah. It has to be across from the angle that it swings, right? That's the idea, right? So I draw, okay, just so you know, I draw the triangles like this. Yes, you could technically do this, right? And if you really feel better with drawing the triangle like this, you could draw it like that. I can't do it like that, right? But like any, you see what I'm saying? I love this, by the way, that's what I'm saying. But any variety of that, as long as the 9 is opposite to 25, it'll work. Okay, so here we go. And this is the part that you have to get when you're doing these questions. Some are going to pick on you. There's only, if I want to solve that triangle, there's only one thing I can solve. What is it, please? Very good. So this is the only possible thing I can solve. That's it. Yeah.
you mean only possible first step.
Only possible first step, yes, right, thank you. When you're beginning this triangle, that's the only thing I can solve, yes. All right, Jessica, how do I solve for theta, please? You good? What?
Sine theta over 15 equals sine 25 over 9.
And again, we did this on the last board, so hopefully this should be somewhat familiar to you. All right, Leah, what did you next, please?
Bring that 15 over.
Okay. So sine theta equals 15 times sine 25. All right, great. Jennifer, what's theta going to be, please?
44.78.
44.78, thank you. Okay, I'm going to slow down and stop right here. Okay. I want to take a break and make sure you're getting this down before we move on. Because this is the fundamental step of these questions. Right at this moment, yes, question.
Is it possible to hop back and forth now that we know what one?
And that's exactly what I'm going to do here right now. Yes.
So we see a question with that says if c equals 15, a equals 9, should we just automatically try and see if it's ambiguous?
Yeah.
Like always? Okay.
Especially on the next test. Okay, I guarantee you it'll be like that. Okay. All right, so here's the thing. We're all having everything scribbled because this is a key step. Now we're instantly moving to the obtuse triangle over like this, which is going to look probably something like this. Okay, so that's going to be 15. That's going to be 9. That's going to be 25 degrees. That's still the same triangle. This is also going to be theta. Okay? Now, Quinn, that's the only thing I can solve. Okay? Can you tell me the equation to solve that? Yeah, well, here's the thing. We could do the same thing. But here's the issue. Please don't write this down. Okay? So I would do sine theta over 15 equals sine 25 over 9. why is this not gonna work for me? Somebody here, why is this not gonna work?
It's the same equation.
It's gonna give me the same angle, right, which it clearly isn't. So, this is a key step here. Haley, how do I get the angle then?
180 minus.
Right on. Okay. So theta is going to be 180 minus 44.78. Right, and this is what we were talking about on Monday or whatever day that was, Tuesday. Right, when you're using sine, there's two angles that are possible. There's a little tiny angle, which is 44, and then the big angle, which one yours is 135.22. Is that right? Someone confirm that for me? Okay. So on the triangle on the left, it's 44. On the triangle on the right, it's 135 and change. Yes.
Could we use like subscript, like
Yeah.
1?
If you want to call, yeah, if that's easier for you, you want to call this theta 1 and call that theta 2. If that's better for you, feel free.
And could we call one, the big one, triangle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we
Yeah,
solve this
that
all
question.
together?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Call one, theta, and one,
If you want to, if that's better for you, go ahead. Okay. Now, we still need to, one second. We still need, as you said, we got to solve the rest of the triangle here, okay? Question or answer? Yes?
So theta on the obtuse triangle is going to be 180 minus theta.
Yes.
Do the first.
First? Well, the problem is it's going to be a small angle though, right? Like the first time through, our angles are always going to be in the first quadrant. So this is a positive number. This is always going to be 0 and 9 always, so you can't do it automatically. Okay, question?
So would that change, that would change the other angle? Would it change the sign?
Oh, it totally would. And if you look at the two triangles, you can see that, right? This is going to be a very, very big number. This is going to be a very, very small number, right? So even though that's just an estimation of how it should look, you can see this
So
when
we
you look
need
at
to
it.
solve those two things for both sides.
Yes. Let's start with beta on the left here. I'm going to call this beta 1. Okay? Kylie, how do I solve for beta 1, please? Freezing, that's okay. It's pressure. It's okay. Owen. Right, because we already did these two angles, right? So just the last. So I'm going to say beta 1 equals 180 minus 25 minus 44.78. Okay. Kylie, you're not out of the woods yet. Can you please get your calculator and subtract those for me?
At 110, I'll do 2.
Very possible. Yeah, that looks too big angle there. Okay, Alex, can you find beta 2 on the right triangle, please?
Well, that means both triangles are these triangles.
Yeah.
So you just do the same thing, so it'd be 133 plus 25, and, okay. Sorry, I just did this.
It's going to have 19.78, is that right?
Yeah.
Again, it's a very small angle, right? And if you look at my rough diagram, it's a small angle. All right, Noah, on the left-hand side, how does all for x? Yeah, I'm going to always start with x in the top left. That'll work too, but just less work here. So I'm going to do x all over sine. Excuse me, 110.22. I'm going to use 9 over sine 25, I think. Just because I have both, those are both fixed numbers on it. All right, Luke, what happens next, please? Oh, you. Can you type that in your calculator for me, please? Bob? I have a brave volunteer to calculate that for me. Emily, calculate, please. Nice, 2.98.
Yep.
And again, if you take a look at the way that this triangle works, right? these two sides are a lot smaller, and that should be the biggest side for sure. Okay. Nicole, how do I solve for x2 over here, please? Let me help here. How do you solve for that? How do you solve for x2? Yeah. So x2 all over sine 19.78 equals, I do the same thing, 9 over sine 25. I'll be able to get an answer for that, please. How much?
I got 7.2.
7.2.
I got 7.
Are we good with that? Yes. Okay. I'm going to try one more of these just to be cruel to get you guys to try one of these in class before going faster. Several questions or stretch? Because to show it's two triangles possible, that's what it is. Okay, the idea is though that it's possible that and we have a few problems with topics that are like this where if you get to like a bridge versus porch, something like that where the triangle's given like that. And when you're doing it, you copy this angle to be 44 degrees, but still it's not 44 degrees. Right? Like we know it's not that, it's going to be the bigger version, right? So alright, here we go. Then pause the video, we'll move on to example 4 and then we'll call it a day. I want you guys to try this again for me right now. It's going to be solve the triangle. A equals 5, C equals 10, and angle A equals 24. So I'm going to pause in the video. You guys try the same examples above, a similar thing? Yes.
Will there ever be a situation where you essentially set up that there's only one triangle?
Possible. Your textbook will have that tonight for sure. Okay, on your test, definitely not. Okay, on your test, I'll make it if there's two, but yeah, and when your homework tonight, or 22